The Nuggets and Timberwolves about to square off in their 2018 Summer League debuts as dusk has hit the Strip in Las Vegas.
See him tonight start to that journey of showing people that I shouldn't have dropped.
Is the head coach of the Timberwolves Summer League team, and his dad is in the house as well. And here is Morris right down Broadway with the first bucket of the game.
And chemistry, and you got a lot of young players that are getting used to the pro game. So in our first game, we'll see how it goes for the Nuggets and Wolves.
Keita Bates-Diop called for the foul. Beasley working against Okogie. What a finish, because Okogie. There's Thomas Welsh. He is a really good shooting big man out of UCLA. For a guy entering his third year, as White misses the three, a guy entering his third year, first round pick to play in the Summer League. It just doesn't usually.
Player that comes to join their team has to play that way, or you don't get an opportunity to play.
Whoa! The ref fell on his backside as players were tangled up. And the official, who had a seat for a moment, Okogie, rejected by Welsh, and Leiden with the save. Takes a peek at the shot clock and sets himself up and dribbles it off the foot of a Timberwolf player. And that's I thought that was going to be a big-time jam.
And more guards are showing that ability, which is great to see.
Oh, what a jam! That's Emmanuel Terry. I see you. Down the hall and sell a player on his boss. He is the boss. And like you said, he demands defense. And an easy jam right there. The third, played with 6 teams. Houston, Chicago, Toronto, Utah, Detroit. Finished the season, his career in Minnesota. And the bucket there by the Wolves. Malik Beasley went out around the 5-minute mark, and he just came back in. Here's Cousins, got by the D, and got the hop here in Vegas.
He's a throwback, different type of dude.
Is that like 80s throwback or 70s throwback?
I mean, probably. It's probably closer to 70s.
Okay.
But a lot of
posterization of Clifford, and Clifford wasn't having it. There's a big block by Kennedy Meeks. Did a great save, but then he threw it away in a jam right in his face.
We'll see if it remains closely contested the way it is so far.
Machado lost the handle, almost traveled. Kankar, who had the dunk a moment ago, now hits back to females officiating. You know, shout out to Violet Palmer. And shout out to David Stern, because you mentioned how the NBA has been really Shanti Anderson out here. That's what she's trying to do. That's why she's out here. Get better, game in, game out. To get to the league is Monty Morris, who's already 18 NBA draft. He can really go. Plays longer than his 6'7" frame. Nice pass down low, big to big. That's Welsh to Leiden.
You know, back to Trae Young. I'm still confused at why we think that a guy that's never played in the NBA before is supposed to. We just have to slow down with the expectation on guys that are just learning how to play the pro game.
Monty Morris is
he still competed like he made every shot, and that's what led us to winning a championship. So we just have to disconnect from thinking that bad shooting on top.
The final score, 83-79, as Derek Fisher and the Lakers beat the Celtics in that Game 7. One of 5 championships.
I'm glad the guys are just making whatever decision they want to make that's going to make them happy and feel fulfilled as a player and as a man. And, you know, everybody else, keep working hard, keep getting better, and beat the champ. That's what you got.
Seconds difference in the shot clock and game clock in this thrilling first half. And Gray turns the corner and scores for Minnesota. Involved, there's been energy, but the shot hasn't fallen yet. And it's Terry once again throwing it down in a beautiful oop.
Terry opens up. Good pass by Beasley.
Emmanuel Terry has 2 baskets, both of them highlight jams, and Thomas Welsh, I told you he could shoot.
1 game short of going to the playoffs, and I just saw the reaction. I hate to bring that reaction to you, but how are you feeling going into next season, knowing that you guys came up 1 game short?
Oh, it was tough.
You and him are going over to Serbia for the Borders in basketball in a couple of weeks. Tell me about how important that's been. I have to ask you about all the player movement and free agency. Of course, LeBron's going to Los Angeles. It seems like the West is getting tougher and tougher. What are your thoughts looking at all this?
The Pepsi Center is a packed house most nights. And here's Isaiah Cousins with a nice finish. So the yin and the yang for Josh.
In his first summer league game, or even in his first season, because that may not be what they were drafted for.
What a pass. Right.
A team drafts an offensive lineman, and we're mad he doesn't score touchdowns.
Twitter might be, I'm not. Oh, Kogi's got his first basket.
They'll come with it. Hopefully they can hang in there through all of it.
Kenrick Williams was stuffed.
Oh, good pass.
Here's Cousins. And here comes Minnesota down
as well. Defensively been active, making good plays with the basketball, shooting a high percentage.
Okun Purcell with a wild attempt, and Kenrick Williams with the shot.
ACC, good competitive conference at the college level. So, he wasn't playing against weak guys.
Kankar has been a revelation in this game, and he just keeps pouring them in. And they're looking to build on their 19-point lead. Okun Purcell, yes. The gold, and now you've got sort of a dark blue, and I don't know, is that fuchsia? What color is that? It's kind of a purpley kind of thing. I don't know.
It's just a simple burgundy. Now, if you remember back in the mid-'90s, they had a color scheme that was very similar to the one that they've infused right now. So
yesterday, me, Kobe Bryant, the type of energy that was in the Long Beach Pyramid at that time. Just two young guys.
Great organizers and creators of this Las Vegas Summer League, and from David Stern to Adam Silver and all the people with the NBA for their
NBA teams. The kids, the families won't be able to get this closely. The tickets won't be as affordable. Their seat won't be as for 10 years. It's pretty cool, and again, just a positive attribute to the Vegas Summer League.
Here come the Wolves. It's to everything. Wolves can make this a ball game. It's Cousins up high. Try to feed Bates Diop. And it's Josh Okogie with a big three. And Roe Parrish here at the Cox Pavilion. Big bucket by the Nuggets as the Timberwolves were rolling. Here's Emil Jefferson, and the Timberwolves are right back to it.
And then the Wolves came back, kept the ball moving. Good drop off to Jefferson, cutting it back to 6.
Here's Beasley rocking the rim. Great feed. Double figures. He has 10. Stark. Yes. That's a 3-ball. We got a 5-point game. We're late in this game. And he is making plays. Monty Morris, no. Terry, rejected. So Jefferson dribbled the ball. They were not able to advance it with the timeout. So it's Bates Diop. Into Jefferson. Going to get it back to Bates Diop. He rises for the win. No. And the Denver Nuggets hold on. What a comeback by Minnesota. They were down 21, and they came back and got it to 1. Had a shot to win the game from half court, but couldn't get it done. But what a ball game this was. 70-69, the Nuggets win.
Yeah, no, the Wolves continuing to fight, man. Turn this game into a really competitive one. And again, a lot of these young guys showing a lot of